Hey John, looks like I'm filming this by myself. My wife's not feeling too good and she fell asleep, but anyway, I'm going to do this mahogany blade for you today. 5/16 of an inch thick, basic size. I think it's the size you like. Anyway, this will be the first video. Here's my hand pad. I've made a few of these. Next time I send you something, I'm going to put one in the mail for you. I got you one right here. Brand new. Anyway, as you know, keep a good edge on this guy here. You want to abrade it. Just like with wood, stay away from the corners. You don't want to round them off. And that goes for when you're on the grinder as well. You don't want to roll the blade up too far and round that corner off, or you won't be able to release a flake. You're just going to do that real good. Your notched pad flaker with a good tip on it. If you want wider flakes, you can get a wider piece of copper. Anyways, most people start at the tip and work to the base. It doesn't matter to me either way, so I'm just going to start from the tip. But you want to definitely skin the blade completely on the first pass. You don't want to leave any islands there. Okay. If you do, it's not a huge deal. You can come back and get it later, but it's best if you can clear the whole thing all at once. I'm going to do this one side for you, and then we'll do another video. You just want to put inward pressure. You really only need to go halfway across. I'm kind of blowing these a little too far, but you get the idea. Just roll your wrist off. Let the flake go. Keep them evenly spaced. If you do miss a spot, you can come right back. Instead of the spacing like you would normally do, if you missed a spot over here, you can come right on the edge of that last flake and it will reach around and grab it. Just put a little extra pressure into it. After you do this for a while, you can tell just by the sound of it if the flake released properly or not. It's just like when somebody hits a home run. You can hear it when that bat pings, you know. Same idea. If you're working with a harder stone, like we talked about, you can put this here, and you can you just lock your flaker right on the edge there, and you build up pressure with your legs. Keep your wrist straight, and when you're ready, you just slip off the edge, roll your wrist off, and you can push the flakes really far. It's not necessary with obsidian unless the piece is substantially wider than what you would normally be doing. Now, I usually stay off the corners too until the last. If I hit that corner, it's going to ride all the way down here, and it could take my flaking edge off the other side, and we don't want to do that. If you do that, it's not a huge deal, because you can always go back to your wet saw and cut you a new edge. You'll lose just a little bit of width, but it won't be the end of the world. Now we're just going to try to meet those flakes where they are, where the last row terminated. You don't want to blow too far in. It'll mess up your pattern, and you could get hinge fractures. Some people call them fingernails because they do look like fingernails. But if you don't push them in too far, and you can let them terminate pretty close to where the first row terminated, you'll get a good clean look, nice and smooth, which is what you really want. And this first row isn't super important. I mean, you do want them to be good and evenly spaced, but the main goal right here is just to skin the entire face of the blade and not leave any islands there. That's what you want to do. You've got 2 or 3 slabs of this same rock in that last box that I sent you. It's good stuff. It's flaking really well for me. There, see, I hit that last corner. Now I'm going to go back and just lightly pull this edge off here. And there you go. That's the front face of this knife blade here. I hope you can see that. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to skin the other half of it and go to the grinder, and then I'll be back shortly.